Okay, so while you've been away, I've prepared some kifla potatoes to go with my lovely salad. So I'm just going to pop them on the barbie and grill them. They've already been pre-cooked, so I have popped them in. I've just washed them and popped them straight into a pot of cold water, always a cold start for root vegetables, and then slowly bring them to the boil, simmer them until they're fully cooked, drain them, cool them slightly, and then I've cut them in half lengthwise because I want to stack my salad nicely.
That's such a lovely idea. I've cooked them at home many times in the pan, but never on the barbecue. What a great idea.
Yeah, so they'll crisp up and come nice and brown. And they're really a lovely sweet potato. So they're actually a German, I'm pretty sure being kifla, they come from Germany, but these are grown in Tasmania. So originally they're from Germany. There are so many varieties of potatoes in the world.
You see kifla potatoes quite a lot on restaurant menus. Is there a reason why restaurants use that particular species of potato? Is it the versatility or?
It's definitely the versatility. They're very versatile to use. We serve a lot of them here. We probably go through 20 to 30 kilos a week of potato here, and most of it would be kifla. They are really sweet and they're really waxy, and they're just versatile. You can use them for so many different things.
Now tell me about this lovely salad you've got over here, Deborah.
Okay, so over here I have a really nice avocado salad that I've stacked. So I've stacked it up.
Is that a seed I can see in that bowl? What have you done there?
So over here I have my lovely salsa salad that I've made up, avocado salad, and to store that in the fridge you just pop the seeds out of the avocado and store it in there, and it actually stops the avocado from oxidising and going brown. It's
a great little trick.
It's a really neat little trick, because I made this up last night before I went home, so it's still absolutely perfect, and it will last a couple of days like that. So you can pre-make it a couple of days before your little dinner party and it's all ready to go, and it'll be just beautiful.
Oh, that's an absolute gem of a tip.
Yeah, it is a really
Everybody
good
loves
tip.
Avocado, but it does go brown quickly, so that's great.
So I've stacked it all up here. I've put some raspberries on top because raspberries and seafood go really good together. And I've got a lovely toasted almond on top. I'm going to pop my kifla potatoes in beside it and stack them up as well. I have a lovely raspberry vinaigrette. I source raspberry vinegar from Bramble Patch at Stanthorpe, so I really like to buy a lot of Queensland product wherever I can. It is the beautifulest raspberry vinegar. It's quite sweet, don't need quite as much oil, so it's a little bit healthier as well. We might just turn our fish now. Our crispy skin is ready. So we've fully cooked it one side. I'm going to serve this seared, so it'll be quite rare, which is how I prefer to eat salmon and how we prefer to serve it, but you know, you can have it however you would prefer. But this is the best way to eat salmon.
So how do you know when to turn the fish?
So it's been on the grill, on the barbecue for a little while. You can see where it's slightly cooked to 1 or 2 millimetres down, and that's all it really needs. And the skin is nice and crispy. It's actually perfect, which is really good.
And I noticed that you've scored the skin.
Yep, we score the skin. More than anything, just for presentation.
Oh, lovely.
Because it's only just the skin that we've scored.
I thought it might have stopped it from curling.
It doesn't really curl, the skin on salmon, which is really good. But even if I didn't score it, it still wouldn't curl. So it's more just for presentation.
So if this was a different species of fish, would you use the same kind of method?
Have to be a little bit careful with other fish. This is probably one of the only ones I would put on a barbecue.
Okay, this is nearly ready, Deb. So is that prosciutto? What have you got? What are you doing with that?
The prosciutto is a garnish that goes with the salad as well, and yes, it will go really lovely as well with it because it's got that lovely pork flavour that goes nice with salmon. It'll go great with the potatoes and the raspberries and the vinaigrette I'm using. So I've brought the prosciutto in slices. I've laid it on a tray and I've baked it in an oven at about 170 with nothing on the tray at all. So a nice stainless steel tray, and it slowly dries out and becomes really crispy, and it's like a wafer now. It's just beautiful and crunchy.
Full of flavour, and not only is it a garnish, but it's also an intricate part of the dish.
It is, yes. It needs that in the dish. It will work well with it.
Oh, this is looking delicious. I can't wait to try that.
Our salmon is ready, so now I'm going to plate the dish up. So I've built a little stack here, which is going to sit really nice. Height is really important in a restaurant for food. It looks really good.
Because you know that you eat with your eyes, so it doesn't matter what you're cooking at home, if you can plate it up and be a little bit tricky with your presentation, it's going to make your meal taste better, just visually.
I'll just give our plate a little wipe.
And of course you can't have a beautiful seafood dish without a lovely wine to go with it. What have you got over there, Deborah?
We've got 2 wines today. We've chosen a Pinot Gris and also a Sauv Blanc.
Oh, I love Sauv Blanc.
Yes,
and they're Australian?
Yes, they are. So just a nice raspberry vinaigrette, and we're done.
Well, how simple did that look? I want you all to rush out right now and go and buy some beautiful salmon and have it for dinner tonight, and a lovely avocado salad, and think of Deborah when you're preparing this for your family and friends. And I can't wait to try this. And thank you very much, Deborah.
No worries, thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike Harvey, General Manager at Runaway Bay Marina. So today we're going to look at Marina and where it fits into your boating and how it makes life a lot easier for keeping your boat and to get out onto the water. So here at Runaway Bay we've got 3 aspects on the marina, but first we'll look at the traditional kind of marina that you'd expect. That's somewhere on the water that you can keep your boat in the water, tied up to a pontoon where you have power and water supplied. Generally, marina berths are for boats probably from about 8 metres up to 20, 30, 40 metres depending on the facility you go to. Here at Runaway Bay we cater for boats between 8 and 20 metres, and we have 195 berths. With the boats on the water we have a variety of different types. There'll be your general boat owner, leisure boat owner that takes the boat out on the weekends or in the evenings or whenever they fancy. We've also got a number of boats, a high proportion of boats here at Runaway Bay that are boats for sale with brokers, and we focus a lot of different manufacturers and dealers of boats are here at Runaway Bay, so you get a lot of choice. You can come down here, it's a bit like a floating boat show any day of the year. People can come and buy a boat. We also have a few people who live on board their boats, and we have a few charter boats, so you can board here, go out fishing, or you can get a water taxi to take you across to the islands, all sorts of things. We're really the connection between the land and the water. Another aspect, there's not so many around, but it's a growing part of the industry, is dry storage boats. That's really your boat that's a trailer boat size that you might tow behind your car. Dry storage is the most convenient way of keeping a trailer boat or trailerable size boats. Here at Runaway Bay we cater for boats up to 8 metres long, and the service is the boat is kept on the dry in a rack on the shore, so it's not in the water. But when you want to use your boat there's no extra charge. You just give us an hour's warning, call us on the phone, and we'll put the boat in the water for you, and then when you arrive on site it's sitting beside the jetty ready to go. You just load up and off you go. When you come back you just drop the boat back, it gets pulled out of the water and put away for you. You can take it how you like with the dry storage. You can do all the maintenance work yourself when you come back to flush the motors, or if we'll get some work done on the boat. Otherwise you can just leave the boat and pick it up, and we'll pick it up, and then we have service guys on site and tenants on site who will do anything you need to fix up the boat. With dry storage boats and with marina boats, we find a lot of our customers keep their boats here for the convenience. We're very close to the Bullwater, so you can be out on the water very quickly. And we have customers that come from Brisbane, from the Gold Coast, and as far as Toowoomba and further west out towards Oakey and places like that. So mainly here you can be in the water very quickly, so you give the 1 hour warning if it's a dry storage boat, or you just turn up and then the boat's ready for you when you want to go. And plenty of parking, easy to get down to the boat. That's one of the things you need to look for when you're looking for a marina. Now with boats, there's always maintenance, of course, you have to deal with, like with anything. With cars, you get them serviced, with boats likewise. Here at Runaway Bay, as in many marinas, we have a shipyard facility where the larger boats particularly, but also the small ones, can be lifted out onto the shore to be anti-fouled, which is to clean off the bottom and to repaint the bottom, and also any servicing needs, if you need motors serviced or propellers and things like that maintained, or any of the stuff that lives underwater normally, we can pull the boat out on the shipyard. You put it up there for a few days and that's where you get everything attended to. We, as most other marinas, have service guys on site who will attend to any needs that you might have. It's not just about keeping your boat on the marina. Of course, we're by the water, so it's a great place to come if you just want to see boats and enjoy being beside the water. Here at Runaway Bay, we've We have a building that is full of tenancies. There are boat sales. We've also got 3 restaurants on site and a cafe. So you can come by the water, enjoy your day watching the boats and have a decent feed into the bargain. So if you'd like to hear some more information about marinas in general or just Runaway Bay Marina, check us out online. Our website, we have a new website there with all the information, and we're also happy to take your calls.